Good afternoon and welcome. Glad you could join us today. And if you're wondering why I'm ignoring you in the chat, it's because this is a pre recorded program. I'm currently in an all day class. I hope that the lunch break will be at noon so I can jump into the chat and answer your questions. But if I'm not there, that's because they didn't break for lunch at 12 noon. So please bear with us. We will continue as usual with Go for Lunch, talking about avoiding shopping scams on Go for Lunch for November 18th, 2025. Brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host, and we're here to make your technology work for you. It is push button phone day. You remember when you first got your first touch-tone telephone? You didn't have to dial those numbers that had zeros and nines in them and wait for the dial to come all the way around. Yes, on this day, 18th of November, 1963, the touch-tone phone was introduced in Pennsylvania by Bell Labs. So that's when it all started, and of course we've come a long way from that. So avoiding shopping scams. Black Friday deals have already been started. Cyber Monday promotions are coming. So let's talk about protecting yourself against shopping scams. So scammers are good at making fake store sites. Artificial intelligence has made it harder to detect fake sites. Last year, Americans lost $10 billion in fraud. So there's a lot of that going on out there, and hopefully we're going to prepare you to detect those and avoid losing any money. So the first thing you can do is check the web address very carefully. So when you're going to Amazon.com, Amazon, make sure that you're not going to Arnazon or Amazon-deals.com or AmazonShoppingSite.com. Those all are fake sites. So look at the URL and make sure it is where you want to be. Also, you can look for the padlock up in the search field and the HTTPS, S for security. Now, that's not a foolproof way of detecting a fake site because scammers can use the HTTPS as well. But if it doesn't have the S, that might be a dead giveaway. You can also search for the store name and then the words reviews and scam. So if the site doesn't have any reviews, that's a sign that it's something that was just brought up to take advantage of you during the holiday season. And of course, if other people will figure it out as a scam and left a review, then you will avoid that site. And also, fake stores will have overly positive reviews. So when you see 100 reviews that are all 5 out of 5, that's a pretty good indication that it is a scam. Always use credit cards because credit cards, the credit card companies will refund you if you are caught in a scam. If you use a debit card, they can wipe out your whole checking account at your bank. So there's no recourse with debit cards. There is recourse with credit cards. So use credit cards. Do not use debit cards. Apple Pay is another way to protect yourself. And unless you're on the site that issued the gift card, don't use gift cards as a payment. So be careful. If the site didn't issue the gift card, don't use gift cards for payment. beware of extreme discounts. Anything more than a 50% discount is a red flag. So when you see a discount that's 80% off or anything above 50%, that's probably a scam. So you can set up Safari to protect your shopping. You go to Settings, Privacy, Fraudulent Website Warning, and you must enable the Fraudulent Website Warning. And that way, at least some of the sites will show up as being fraudulent, and you can avoid those. The important thing is to follow your instincts. You know, if you get that gut feeling that something's wrong here, just run away. So don't ignore your gut feelings, your instincts. You know what they say, if it's too good to be true, it's probably a fraud. So that brings us to questions and comments. If you do me a favor and forward this YouTube video to friends that need to hear about shopping scams, that would help them and would help me. Well, tonight it's the Tucson Macintosh Users Group, and it's at 6 p.m. The AMA, Ask Me Anything meeting, where you can do just that. At 7 o'clock, we have the general meeting, and the featured presentation is Apple Map Guides. We have a guest speaker that will teach you how to make an Apple Map Guide. So that should be very informative and helpful for you to document places you've been, and you can share your travels with other people. So there you have it. Hopefully I am in the chat right now so that I am answering any questions you might have. And so we're going to wait a few minutes to see if I'm here, and then we will just wait a few minutes. Not something we always do. This is called a premiere in YouTube lingo. So this is a pre-recorded presentation, and it is playing back automatically at the correct time. So if you think of anything that you would like to know more about, if you have any questions about anything, the information to contact me by email or by telephone is coming up right away. So have a great week. See you next Tuesday at high noon for another Go for Lunch.